Are we ready for showtime? Oh, that's nice. Thank you so much. We're gonna do some Opal tonight, folks. We're gonna do some Opal. What I got? Brazilian. We got Brazilian Opal. We've got a little Andamuka, but not much. And then we have the Ethiopian Opal. Fairly standard. Good evening, Matt from Melt. Good evening, PA Knife Assassin. Pennsylvania, PA? I mean, it's the only place I think that they've used PA as just everybody knows what PA is, right? Long neck giraffe, welcome in. Okay, we're doing Opal, and I know you see a lot of amber on there. Obviously, I was supposed to be doing an amber show yesterday, and dash it all, I wasn't able to. So that's the way the cookie crumbles. We're going to be doing, I'm going to try and do this in tandem with the Insta feed. So bear with me. They will have to come here in order to get any kind of deals or anything. You're not purchasing against anybody or anything like that. Okay, just so you know. Angela Marie, evening. Good evening. Howdy doody. How we doing, everybody? Okay, so we want to do some Opal. We want to start off light. Start off, with some fire or sort of heavy. I don't know. We're gonna do some Opal. Some of the ideas that I had for tonight was some of the Opal calves. This is all Brazilian doublets. Opal rough. I got to take this camera off of the. Yeah, everyone. Camera off. This. Yeah, okay. So I'll get real cozy. Let's get cozy. Scoot up. More talking to my cameras than anything else. Scoot in, camera. Scoot in. This is going to get nice and comfortable. Okay. I want to be looking at the same thing. Noticing my light is not the best. Okay. You guys can't see it because the microscope E-meat is not working. Oh boy. What's wrong with this camera? There we go. Amber with insects. Hey, guess what, guys? Last night was supposed to be the Amber show. Guess what happened? Kids didn't go to sleep. Tonight they crashed out early, and I could have been down here at 9 o'clock, but I wanted to give it that extra half an hour just in case. Okay, so we're going to be doing it in tandem, just live on the Instagram. I have done this before. It's not the easiest thing in the world. What's really not easy is keeping this in focus is the trick. So I may be asking and answering questions over there. It's unlikely. You never know, but it's not terribly likely. Mostly we'll be doing everything here. You won't be bidding against anybody on any other platform. I just got to see if I can get focus, and oh, look how bad that focus is. Holy cow. And then, of course, seeing fire. That's going to be really a big trick. Seeing any kind of flash and flicker, I've always had a lot of trouble with that. So we're going to do some just basic pieces, run of the mill. I'm going to find if I can see anything that's got really good flicker to make it easy for you to spot. You know what I mean? That's kind of the idea. It's what I'm shooting for. Something that's obvious and in your face, kind of Opal, you know? Obvious and in your face. But I've always had trouble with focus with these cameras. The guy that does the focus in the back room, he really. So you can see a fire on this piece. This is gonna be like real fun. Okay. This will be my first Opal show. Actually, it won't be my first one, but oh, I can see some flicker. Can you guys see that flicker on there? All right. Well, let's run this thing, and then we'll see. Let's see where we're at. No listings to show. What? I'd like to add import from inventory. Oh, this is All sorts of backwards. Holy cow. Okay. So before we get really rolling here, folks, welcome everybody. We do gems and minerals, crystals, jewelry, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I've been in the business for next year will be 30 years. 30 years selling stuff. Selling stuff. And boy, what a ride it's been. Add to show 4 pieces. Opal show. Select all. The heck, why not? 30 years next year. I've tried to get out of it several times, and to no avail. No luck getting out of this business. So here I am. I remain. I gotta populate this. So I've seen a lot of different platforms come and go, and let me tell you, the amount of times that I've had to set up my inventory on a new platform. I just opened up a Shopify for what is going to be my main online avenue for selling. So Shopify allows me to populate. Steph, welcome. Shopify allows me to populate the whatnot channel with my products. This is phenomenal. So I'm hoping that this will be a big help anyway. So you may see new products coming in and things like that I can run. I'm hopeful that that's the case. Drafts active. I think I have everything I need to get moving here. So it's just add the show. Let's just get moving. I want to run. If you know me, I like to have a fast-paced show. If you're coming in from Insta, if you'd like to put some offers in, you like what you see, you're wondering what the heck is going on, that would be you, Steph. You can get it through a link. I can lead you there if you're a part of Whatnot already. Awesome. If you're not, I can send you a link. You can become a member. You get a coupon, 25% or $25, I believe it is, coupon. Shop with me. I think that's how it works. I don't really know. Try really hard to stay out of their business, but I should know it because it's possibly part of my business too. Okay, so, ooh, hit that button. Wrong button. So here we are, and I'm going to really attempt to do this eloquently. First thing I want to do is a double run on 2 pieces of opal. Okay, 2 pieces of opal. This is Ethiopian opal rough, not wet. You're looking at it as is. Not wet, not cut, just chips, just chunks. Okay, let's see if I can get these cameras to line up. What's that? What's that? See into my junk area there. Okay. The crossfire is what I need. Okay, yeah, that's kind of good. So there's some flicker in here. They're nice. They're little pieces, but you get the idea of what this is, the Ethiopian material. Okay. I'll do my best to keep the cameras in focus. That itself is a real challenge. Okay. I'm trying to think of how I did this before. Anyway, 2-piece, double whammy. We're going to start it off at $3. Bonk. Bonk. Okay. It's $3 start. Probably, if it goes at all, it'll probably go for $3. Why is that? This is a minimal show. There's not a lot of people watching. So again, they're not wet. I can see the red in this. There's blue in this. Very nice. Okay. Not wet, not oiled, nothing like that. A little washed out by the light, I guess. Opal has always been a troublesome type of thing for me to capture the flicker for the internet. So guess what? No difference here. We're running it now at $3. And that is for a double piece of rough. We're going to do a little boulder opal tonight. We're going to do cabochon boulder opal, no flicker, but all silica with the ironstone. Good 10 seconds done. We're going to do some of the doublets, the Brazilian Opal doublet, which is very nice. Let's see if I can catch any fire. There's a little, oh gosh, it's very nice there. Red fire in the middle. Red fire in the middle for $3. See that there? Everybody see it? Ooh. Okay. Let's see. Zoom, zoom, zoom. And it runs. Oh, 10 seconds. Perfect. Opal pieces. These are chips. These are Opal chips. Going for 3. Going for 3. Okay. What else we got? It's just really hard to find the fire for me. I've always had this issue with Opal. Taking pictures on the still with Opal, very tough. You gotta find it, and then you gotta hold it, and you gotta hold the light. This one has great green flash, but it's not showing up on the camera at all. Look how light that is. You see the green? It's much better in person. Wait. So you can kind of haze. You can see that movement there. There you go. Okay. Here we go. Whatnot. Boom, boom. See if I can catch it. It does pick up a little better in this camera, I have to say. It's a nice thumb shot for. So there we go. Okay. So yes, 30 years in the business. Good Lord. 30 years. And here I am. Still undecided whether I want to keep in the business or not. All right, there we go. Nice fire. It's hard for me to pin this down. It really is. I'm glad I'm only doing 10 seconds because what a difficult. Oh gosh. All right, here's what people look for when they want a $3 piece of Opal. They want this. They want surface exposed already. Beautiful piece. Look at that. That Opal. Now, you can't see it. Ooh, you know, it's not showing up on this camera that well. On the Insta feed is not getting the choice view of this, unfortunately. It's also not monetizing it, and so there you go. There we have very nice. Starting elementary. Me, yeah, there you go. Ha, Angela, that's very funny. I did actually, as a little kid. My interest started in elementary school. It took me a little while out of high school to get in it, you know, to really get into the vibe of, hey, guess what? So I've said my story before. It came about due to a need for money on the road, and I learned the craft of making jewelry. And boy, was I lucky that I did that. Okay, did that go? Okay. And it saved me from a lot of labor jobs. It really did. I'm gonna see if I can angulate these cameras just a little better, because bear with me there, camera bouncer. Because it's just either this camera's not showing it well or whatever. But I'd like to get one single shot where somebody's not having to look at my thumb the whole time. You can actually see the piece. Share and share alike. So I'm really going to be pushing my alter ego on the internet sales coming up. It's a nice piece. Coming up in the the future of the rhythms here. the heck? How'd I get that up there? Anyway, I'm going to be just really isolating offline festivals and events for my Crystal Earth Gallery. Art, photography, gemstones, crystals, jewelry at shows. And oh, it didn't start. This is a nice piece. Again, a little nugget, a little rough piece of Ethiopians. Very nice. If I can keep it in focus, which I obviously can't. Yeah, so I'm going to be doing that. So you're going to see a lot more of me promoting and pushing the Kyanite King as my online persona. Because it has been since either 2010 or 2012. I can't seem to remember when I started this business name, but Kyanite King. Some of these just need to be sliced up and look for the fire in them. Big pieces, very rough, very glassy, very nice. I remember some of this stuff reminds me of opalite, like the fake stuff, the glass. This one here in particular has that haze that's very like opalite, you know, what they made the glass look like. They wanted it to be like kind of that, I don't know, orangish hue, bluish orangish hue. This reminds me a lot of that. This piece here. Big piece. Yeah, $3. Out of focus. Always out of focus. Nice big piece, real glassy, real pretty. It's going fast, huh? Okay, so that's some opal rough. Got buku amounts of this stuff, but problem is it sells so well in person. And I have so much trouble getting this to show up, the fire to show up. It's probably just either the light, the vibe of the light, you know, the hertz of the light or something like that. The Kelvin. The fact that I can't get it to focus at all. That's really the first problem. And it's nice. It's a nice piece. $3. Holy cow. Grab it up. And oh, Angela, you saw the movie Disclosure Day, right? I think we can do spoilers because nobody's watching. Yeah, it was a good one. It was a good one. I'm a big fan, I'll tell you what. Big fan of E.T. as a kid. Big fan of Spielberg in general. Just you know, to go all out, kind of the all out type of movie. And boy, does he know how to put on a good movie. I think he must have had some duds in there somewhere, right? A nice purple haze. And this one here, very glassy, purpley. Must have had some duds. He's been in the business long enough that you have to have some bombs, you know. I haven't studied his catalog or anything like that, but if he's done a lot of UFO stuff, well cast, absolutely. Look, I thought it was phenomenal. I think it really screwed with people because either they didn't do good, um, either they didn't do good like promos, or they did it accurately to really screw with people. When I first heard about it, when it first came out, everybody was saying it looks like it's taking place in the past. You know, they saw them shooting it in New Jersey or something like that, and they're like, oh, they said 7 billion people. It must be happening in the past. Yeah, Close Encounters, right? Oof, gosh. That's intense. That movie's intense, and that's why I said, like, look, if you watched that and liked it, there's so much similarity there, and like almost makes this new one unoriginal in a lot of ways because there's so much similarity in the getting chased, getting caught, getting like escaping, this whole thing, right? And there, the cliffhanger that was, clearly that's not like a thing that needs to be resolved. In Close Encounters, the cliffhanger was that there was a trade off. There was a trade. We gave him some soldiers or people. I guess the people that got called from making the mashed potato Devil's Tower. No, I don't think they will. But they did it in such a way that they could have another movie called The Day After Disclosure. They could totally do it. They don't have to, and they probably shouldn't, because we don't know what that is. We don't know what it really looks like. That's leaving it up for us to interpret. Yeah, you're saying that right there. There you go. You know what I mean? They did a really good job. The same thing they did with Close Encounters. It just ended with this trade. Just like, hey, we'll give you some of ours. I think that we got some of theirs, and whatever. But I believe that we got our kids back, or all the people that had disappeared over like 60 years, mysterious in the Bermuda Triangle or whatever. Uh, they all pop back out, and they're like, hey, we got them. We were just hanging out with them, testing them. Such an interesting movie. And then, of course, they also leaned in I did a little react to first the first trailer for Disclosure Day, and I swore the way that they did it, I was like, gonna do stuff about the hybrid situation going on? Which is like it would be a really big leap. $3 run, really big leap if they went into that branch, which they kind of did a little bit. They mentioned it when she was in the hospital, and she said those aren't people or something like that. They aren't FBI and they're not people or something like that. Some craziness. 10 seconds. Very cool. Very cool movie. Very action packed. I was good. I mean, I'm glad I saw a couple people bashing it. Yeah, Daniel, Margaret. Now you said I know Hugo something about truth or something like that, right? Honesty or something like that, or what do you got from Daniel? What do you got from Margaret? Is it Bible names? Biblical? Oh, science fiction? Oh, tell me more. I don't know. You said Hugo before, and I was like, I just know that it has something to do with, um, you know, truth or something like of some sort in the name itself. I don't know if it has anything to do with the sci-fi though. Where does it come from? The sci-fi? I'm not really sure. It's another opal, Ethiopian opal, specie. Hugo Awards. Oh, hello. Okay, I will. I'll have to. Science fiction award, I think. Yeah. Isaac Asimov, maybe. Very good. And it was just there was a lot of like it was just a good movie. It's kind of the way you wanted it to be. It was like there's a lot of throw offs. You weren't really sure what was going on. You're not supposed to know everything. I don't know. I thought it was pretty good. Um, yeah, it was cool. Cool, cool, cool. Ooh, here's a. Ooh. Now the thing is this fiery just to me? Are you able to see that? Can you see flicker in there? I don't think so. A little bit. Oh my gosh. It really does not show up. I always just have been very reticent to sell Opal online for this very reason. Lighting and the direction and you could pull out of here all day and I'll see great stuff. I can't show it to you, unfortunately. So I can't have it show up on the thing. The cabs are a little different. Let's roll into some cabs, and then we'll. Cabs are a little different. If I have them right here. Well, the cat. I have two different kinds, so maybe we should do the cabs without flicker. We'll roll onto those for for our evening opal run. We'll do our Boulder Opal cabs. They're no flicker. There may be flicker if you put a high light on them, but in this light, we're not going to see anything. And I'll pull a little pinch of pieces and I pulled 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. Oh, look at that. Perfect pull. And again, it's silica with ironstone, boulder opal, but not by the what you're used to thinking of boulder opal with flicker. You see the silicate, you see the ironstone. Very nice material. These are cabs. I think most of them are pretty flat. You know. Not for me. Not for me. I had the worst luck with them. For the longest time, Moonstone. And it's just the washes. You have to have the backlighting up, down so low. It's doing too much to the surroundings. You're not getting an accurate representation. Does that make sense? Uh, when I got started in the internet selling stuff, rocks online, shiny stones and white stones were like my nemesis. They still are. It's not changed actually. Still my nemesis. Uh, just they wash out, and the shiny stones force the camera to refocus, and just you lose the ability to like see what you're looking at because of the shine. The opal, a lot of times you have to have the light beating on it. Yeah, wavelengths, probably right. I'm just gonna change the light. So when I did it in 2006, I didn't have the best quality material gear. I was just trying to get my material up on the internet. All right, go. And I was selling plenty, so I didn't at shows. I was doing shows, and I was trying to make it a way to get out of doing traveling so much. I had to go all over the country. My circuit was all over the country, so I wanted to do away with that as much as possible. So again, we're the ironstone. These are boulder opal, low or no flicker. If you put a high enough light, sometimes you'll get some flash and flicker on them, but I don't think it's too bright for my eye. I don't think they have any. I've had people look at them a bunch. You got to think that opal itself is a lot of things, and sometimes opalization doesn't mean pizzazzy flicker flash. It just means that it has been replaced. Some portion of it's been replaced by this silica. Ooh, now my eyes are burned out. All right, ready? We're gonna run at $8. $8 run on our Boulder Opal cabs. $8 run on the Boulder Opal cabs. Out of focus. Alrighty, $8 run. Yeah, so I don't know. I've always just stayed away from Moonstone and Opal for the internet. Want accurate representation. I want you to know what you're getting. This is a really cool, less flat. That's still flat. That's flat. Look at that. It's just is more for the patterns. This is a cool stone. It's one of my favorite types of opal because I think I'm really big into the spider webbing and just that freeform appearance there. We're going to go $8 on this one. It's a cabochon freeform shape. You can see the iron glare on there. Look at that shine on it. Really nice. Very, very cool. There we go. Nice and close. Probably going to have to close out the Instagram so that I can focus on just one thing. But I did my due diligence. I went live on it. So there we go. I can say that I did it. My friends on the Kyanite King page, I will be putting out more content. I just updated the website in whole to a new platform and everything. Was very dissatisfied for I don't know how long with my last host. So we're going to close out, but check me out on the platform there. Keep an eye on Instagram so you can see all the upcoming online things going on, online events, live sales, and closeouts, wholesale lots, etc., etc. We'll hope to see you soon, my friend. Be well. Until next time, take care. Okay. Boom. Got it. Done. Okay, guys. Now we're back. I can focus. Maybe I should go on to the talk while we're at it. I got 3 people on here, guys. All right. Is there anything you want to see other than what I'm showing? Because here I am. Oh, that's cool. Here I am. And Penny Beads and Angels, welcome. Adam, welcome. Yeah, and Just, welcome. Anything you want to see, just let me know. We're running opals today. We're doing a lot of opal stuff. We're doing cabs. We just did some cabs. We'll do some more cabs. We're going to do the Brazilian cabs, which do have flicker and flash. Yay. Happy day. We're going to, let's see if this will let me go live. I think it will. I think I can go live on here. Oh, I can't yet. Video. Oh, well. Started a new talk, and it is not, obviously, it's got nothing going on, so I can't really do much with that. Because it's brand new, it won't let me do lives. Okay. I can go to my other one, though. Do one from there. I do on Sunday, but I think I'm probably going to get rained out. So we'll see. I think I'm going to get rained out because there's this big storm coming through this weekend here. And it should be lowering the temperature a little bit. We'll see. I don't know about that. It's definitely going to give us more humidity, right? Of course, our humidity right now here is, in the 80s. And our temperatures are in the real feel of like 100. I look back where I lived before, it's like 114 actual temp, 110 or whatever it was. I thought, holy cow. I don't think we can handle it. I don't think we can handle it. Let's see here, folks. Like, what in the world? Okay, blah, blah, blah. Switch account. I'm going to do a little bit here on the talk valley here. Which valley? Valley here. Oh, it just settled. You're in the valley. I'm not, Eric, I'm actually doing opal. It's just that that's my backdrop. And the bottom thing, I just leave that where it is. There's a tanzanite, there's a jade, there's a kyanite, there's a rhodochrosite. And then there's a bunch of amber. I'm going to do some ammonites that have the opalized shell. I'm going to do some opal cabs soon. Right now I'm doing boulder opal cabs. That's this material here. $8. Boulder opal cabochons. Okay. Boulder opal. And I just did some Ethiopian pieces. I can come back to that. I can do anything. You want me to do some amber? I'll do some amber. I have andamuka. I have a couple pieces, slices. There are pieces, I believe, that were being reserved for jars. You put in the jar. So they're really super, super dupers. I'll do them per piece. I'll auction off the Ethiopian chunks. at $3 a piece, basically. The ammonite opalized shell I'll do at $3 to start. This is a piece of the Andamuka. This is Andamuka. Phenomenal. Can't find a bad spot on it, and it's a weird shape. Really weird limb. And the whole thing is just, look at that fire on there. Holy cow. Now, as I've been saying, I've always had a lot of trouble getting that fire to pop up. The way I see it is very different. There's blue. There we go. The way I can see it is very different than the way you see it. Okay. I'll leave that out. We were going to have the tourmaline and tanzanite night on Tuesday. I think I tried to do that on Wednesday morning instead. It was just a bomb because I was unprepared for it. What do you expect, right? I expect nothing less. Yeah, I've got 4 Andamukas. I've got maybe 2 or 3 Ammonite, opalized Ammonites out of Alberta. I've got a slew of these really beautiful opalized Ammonites from Madagascar. These are phenomenal. Love these things. Let's see if I'm going to go. And I'm just kind of posting around at the moment. I'm trying to do some promo as well. I've got to kind of reconfigure things. You know, life changes. Really like the amount of energy I put into the internet versus doing offline shows. I just have to like scale things correctly, if that makes any sense. So I'm doing a lot of random stuff right now, and it'll only be, I think, 15 minutes on this other channel, but has to get people over here, you know? Yeah, the Andamuka is good. Boulder with flicker is great, and what I have is the Brazilian opal, which I think you'll like. Those are the small cabs. But right now we're just gonna look at some more. Okay. Yeah, morning. And if it was morning here, that I would have a nice hot coffee. That I would really like, but it's not. Anyway, so we have these opalized shells running our deals on that. These are great. I have some pieces that I could definitely just get rid of. Throw it into your box should you want it. Let's see if this is it. It's got a little bit left here. This is a little piece. You can see it's got 2 little bars of flash. Can you see that? Is it coming up? All right. The Boulder Opal is really nice. This is no flicker. I got to really be very clear. No flicker Boulder Opal. It's if you see flicker, you must be seeing it in the right light or in the right direction. The silicate that's running through the ironstone, it looks really amazing, but does not contain the prized, flash of opal that you'd think. Very pretty patterns. And that's why they're so inexpensive. And so inexpensive, they're not $40 or more. They're what are we doing them for here? $8. Ironstone with silica running on top or in veins through it. Very cool. This is, this is, I don't know, what do you call it? Boulder Opal. They're all really nice. They're $8. This one, just a big smash there of yellow. And then, look at that, a little river of clear. This is your opal. Very pretty. Very pretty. Do. Love it. Opal, Boulder Opal. What else we have? Oh, nice triangular piece here. Again, for the patterns. We're looking at the patterns here. We're not really looking at flicker. You can see that clarity in there. Again, think of it as like a molten iron flowing, and it's just interlaced with this silicate running through it. And as it cools, oh, just beautiful. Some of it gets crackled, better or worse pieces. All different, all different. The Andamuka, this is a great one, but will it show up? Yeah, you can see it. You can see it. You can see that. One channel can, I should say. Whatnot can see it. Red flicker, red dust. Way better in person. It just does not show up on all channels. I don't know why. It's definitely my lighting. It's definitely the angle. But that's Opal. There's a nice one with peacock flash, real nice. And a Muka, very cool. Side have anything? This peacock on this side looks like very cool. Look at that. Oh yeah, oh. So nice. Yeah. So if you're interested in that, we can run that, no problem. And a Muka Opal. Boulder opals, cabs. We have the, I guess I'm going to have to figure out where that opal tray is. Darn it. Thought I had it right next to me, but I must have packed it. Also have tanzanite. I mean, as you can see, maybe there's some tanzanites, the rough material, $1 a gram. Get some really nice side pieces here of the plates, the crystalline striations there. Some really nice ones for $1 a gram. Seems like that's a lot maybe, but it's really not. The crystals go for about $25 a gram or somewhere in there, that neighborhood. Very good. Bury this opal off. Tried to bury my opal. Well, we did the tourmaline and tanzanite on Wednesday. If, in the world of I know my schedule and know where it's going, I would be doing them on Tuesdays, every Tuesday, but I don't know my schedule, so can't do that. But here's some of these. These are really nice. How can I display these out? Let's see. I'm going to need a little putty and a little pen. Putty and pen. Yeah, there's two different worlds we live in, right, folks? That of our desires and wants, and that of reality. Never the two shall meet. Rarely the two shall meet. Expectation and outcome, right? So another way to look at it. Okay. Enough of that. We have our pen. I think this is gonna work. Let's see. I hope so. It might be too long, but the Boulder Opal doublets, these are actually from Brazil. Who knew? King of Focus. Can you help me? Maybe. Maybe. Just trying to angle that right. No. I don't know. Okay. It's as long as it stays focused, you get an idea of what they look like here. Wristworks Designs and Beads. Who's joining me right now? Who's on? Who has survived me searching these trays? focus is just terrible. It's like this is the one, Opal, the one I didn't want to do online. Sophia, welcome. And the reason is it's such a pain in the butt to get the focus to work with the flash, with the flicker. Look at that drop in focus. Holy cow. If I can get it to work. That's the question here, is I can get it to work. Restriction. Oh, good. Let's get off of here. Unstable connection. Well, that's probably because I'm not on the internet. Oh, my. Can't imagine how bad that is. Not on the internet. Good connection. Okay. I will. I'm going to just get out of here. Wow. How long have I been on? Not even that long. And that's my battery's 40% lower than it was when I started. It's crazy. Crazy. All right, folks. So anyway, there's some Boulder Opal from Brazil, cabochon. They're freeform cabs, doublets. You have your sliver of opal on top of some of that ironstone. Called a doublet because of the way that they're put together. They're very cool. And then the flicker itself will vary a little bit from piece to piece. Some pieces are more brilliant than others. Just depends. If I can't get any of them to show up on here, I'm going to switch product mid-show because there's no point in fighting it. No point in fighting it. But I also want to remain true to the show. So we'll stick with the opal unless you want me to run something else. There. Oh, gosh, look at that. If it will focus on, look at that fire on that. Beautiful. And again, that's the deal. This stuff moves very well in person. Because you can see what you're looking at, and it's no question. Good fire. This goes back to my issue that I've always had with buying online. You just don't know. Is it a trick of the light? Is that what I'm buying? Or buying the thing? Is it better in person? Or, what's the deal? And my thought is typically it is always better in person. Or it's more true in person. You see a lot of people selling moonstone on low light. Well, what does it look like when there's actual light? It usually doesn't look so good. I've not been a fan of manipulating the light so that you can see the thing better, but opal is one of those things that I can't get the light to show you how cool it looks. Unfortunate. Here's a tray of them. This usually helps, but again, you're seeing some flicker. You're seeing it go in and out of there. Okay, you get it, right? To flog this. All right. Okay. Phone is burning up. Does not like going live. No way, Jose. Okay. How are we doing? Slow charging. Oh, good. Okay. Very nice. Okay, folks, are we ready? Ready for next round? Yeah. Slim Wall, welcome. Yes. You. Mrs. Buzzard, welcome. Alrighty, everybody. Emily through. Emily do. What's going on? We're doing Opal today. We've got Boulder Opal all cabochons. We've got Boulder Opal cabs, doublets. We got Andamuka, and we've got pieces from Ethiopia. We've got pieces of Opal from Ethiopia. like this one. Hey, how's it going, Sasquatch? Good. How are you doing tonight? How are you? Long time no see. Except for very late in my morning and early in yours. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah, yeah. Well, doing an Opal show, but nobody showed up. So I'll do another work instead, you know. Always busy. Always something to do. I'm actually looking for these pictures in my pictures. It's just like the picture thing just seems to never go away. You know, just where are the pictures? Where's the item pictures? Silver spoon. You see one in there? I do have a whole bunch of spoons. I thought I should be doing those. I didn't do that one, no. I did not do that one. Where is that? One of them is um, a mold casting, and then the other one is an actual spoon ring. This is a casting here. It's all people and a little facet. Uh, where's the one? I only have one here, I think, that I did. I do have a whole pile of them to do. I'm pretty sure it's here because I thought I just weighed it to see, like, here's the one that's very oxidized, so bear with me here. It's for a small finger. Did this one a while back. A long time ago, I guess now. Yeah, spoon rings are great, right? So cool. They're easy to do. You did. Oh, very nice. How fun and how challenging it is too to get the balance, the measurements and everything. It's a really good challenge. No doubt. Wow, that's great. You just so you it was just one class, took it and you're done kind of thing. Yeah, it is. Yeah. So people always ask me and I'm like, I don't really have the setup for it. It's just it's just not here right now. Uh, it's a challenge, right? I mean, you have to have the space. It's got to be very designated. Yeah, you do it for do it for a couple months and see what you think. You'll get better and better. Repetition. Tiffany, I don't know how many times I had to solder solder a earring post onto a piece of flat metal just to try and get it to be straight. It's like, oh my gosh. I don't know how many days it was. It's very repetitive. Nice, nice. And that's something you can do that because there's like you're polishing. As long as you got the wherewithal to do it, uh, it's totally doable. That's good. And I'm sure you have a lot of rocks to cut and work with. And that is another thing that you need. You need to have rocks. You know? You need to have rocks. What is this? Um, Lots of rocks. That's why I tell you, it's not like a bad thing to have rocks if you have the craft or the hobby that goes along with the other part of that, which is doing something with the rocks. Most of the people that I know collect rocks and don't do anything with them, which is crazy to me. Oh, cool. Well, are you gonna put them online? Hope you do. If you do, you got to tag me in them. Anything that you make with them, I'd love to see it. And I'm repositioning some of my online persona back to my old persona, and my offline, my shows and my out there in the world stuff is going to stay the same. But I'm going to be sticking my online persona kind of right where it was before. I am on Facebook. Um, you can catch me. I'm not. I don't do the personal page. Like I don't look at this. I get a lot of requests. I don't look at those. I'll never find them. But you can message me. I think on there. Uh, I always say Instagram's easiest because it pops up on my phone. But I have Facebook off, so I'm on there. But there's no telling whether or not I'll see anything. But you can put it on the Facebook page, and I think that that comes through my Meta or something. I don't know. Hey, a lot of people like Instagram better, and you know why? It's a little less um news and the goings on of the day, and more of just pictures and things that we visually like to see. Visuals. So people like Instagram for a very long time. People like Instagram better than the Face bag because Facebook has so many demands of your time and attention. Like I said, I have mine off, so I have it. I use it. I just don't see stuff. Nothing comes through for me on there. So you can do it, and I'm on there in the business pages. They'll come right to me because it's attached to Instagram because Meta owns everything. You know. Uh, but yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, so much politics. It just goes left and right. You know what I mean? It's like a pendulum swinging. It's a pendulum. But that's all it is. It's just all politics. I guess you're supposed to clean up your feed, and then it's not that way. But I don't bother with it. It's I try not to. I repost stuff. If I see something around the web, I'll post it on there or on YouTube or whatever. I'm on YouTube. I'm trying to work my way into TikTok, although I think it's just out of my wheelhouse. Uh, and then Instagram. I think Instagram's the main thing right now. And I'm pushing my old channel on Instagram. You did? Okay. Well, then I probably saw something on there. Yeah, it's all the same people, but Instagram was before they were owned by Meta. They were really was really great. They started for business, and for me, everything has always been in the internet. Anything to do with the internet and using a phone, all that is really purely how can I make this work for my business, which is my livelihood. Live with my business. And so that's my first Facebook was a business account. But the personal name was my business name. And then they made the pages. This is a long time ago. And then they made the pages, and then they monetized. And when they monetized, they wiped out like the ability for the pages to make any sense. Who cares about having a page? Then you had to have a personal page that was your business page. It's so terrible. I hate it. I've been trying to sell online since '06, and I hate it. I really do. I didn't want to get involved with the internet in '06, but I did because of this business. And now I build websites. I do all sorts of crap, and I really just hate it. It's great work, but I sure hate it. Yeah. Nice. Yes. I have a really cool one, and maybe this will give you an idea. I think it's like a rosewood. It's a real beautiful red wood from the Amazon, I think. And the knife part of it, which is not a very big, it's not very big at all. It's meteoritic metal, iron. Very cool. There's a guy in Pennsylvania that did a whole slew of them back in the day. Yeah, I like that. Napping, if you can get into the napping, that's the fine art of what we all used to do to survive and live. Is nap our tools, our scrapers and our spear points and arrowheads, and uh, if you could do that with a handle, that'd be pretty cool too. Always enjoyed those. Yeah. That's good. This is your summer break, right? Yeah, I think it is. It has to be now. Summer, June is over. It's definitely July now. You're free to do stuff. Oh yeah, it's summer, boy. It's hot. Holy cow. It's funny. It really was like steady, steady, like chill, not too intense. It did this like 2 years ago here in Kentucky. It's just oh, it's kind of like a weird, spring, and then June hit, and it was like boom, here's your summer. And it was just bonkers. The humidity here is crazy. Yeah, I just saw there's a ton of fires out west, right? Like a ton. Just overwhelmingly dry. It's not good. This is not good. Yeah, it's just like a lot of fires. We don't have that problem here. We have flooding. We have the opposite. Oh, you didn't get any snow? Oh boy. Oh, that's it. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, it's when I first opened this live up, I was doing Opal and I did a live on Instagram. I'm looking at my phone and it's dying. The live killed my battery. It was 100% to start. I was only on for a little bit and it wiped out my battery. Anyway, just complaining. But yeah, we got Opals here, folks. We got some cabs. We've got Boulder Opal. We've got Brazilian Boulder Opal doublets and Damuka. And Damuka very ooh, what's that so close? And Damuka's like they're like slices. I believe they were for jars that I was able to get a hold of. Some of these for jars. This is a while back. Yesterday or the day before, we did tanzanite. See there? Tanzanite. Here's our Andamuka opal. I want to be true to form to what I said we're going to be doing here. So that's opal. If it stays in focus or gets in focus, doesn't seem to be wanting to. It really likes the tanzanite behind it. Let's see if I can force it. Pretty, right? Uh, cool, very nice in person. Wonderful under the sun. Always has presented a challenge for me to get good pictures of opal. How do I take a picture of that and tell you that that's the purple? You can see it obviously, but it's just better when you move it. And that's something that I've always had an issue with in regards to online selling. We were talking about being on platforms since 2006, being forced into these social media accounts and whatever to try and, establish a business or get your word out, that kind of thing. And opals and rainbow moonstone, and way back then, labradorite too, for me was terrible. It's a lot better now. Cameras, just so bad. A little further away. Nice purple flash in this guy. If I don't run this, guys, I'm not doing my job. Okay. This is just the reality of the situation. So I'm going to run this. We're going to start it off. Doesn't, just hanging out. Okay. Yeah, we need to pump water from the east to the west. Not the first time I've heard that. This is run 18. There you go. Okay, I did my job, folks. Every hour I have to run one piece. Oh, Outlandish Row. On and gone. Is everybody gone? Nobody like that. Nobody like that one. All right. 4, 8, 12, 16 pieces. I'm gonna run them. I'm gonna run them fast. I'm gonna run them furious. I'm gonna move them out. Bye bye all the little things. FYI, I did just do an update to my website. I haven't gotten to all the socials yet, but I'm going to be doing some major adjustments in my websites. Huh. What that is. Anyway, so most everything is going to begin directing from my Crystal Earth Gallery website. That beautiful Boulder Opal. Go. To my other website, the Kyanite King or Kyanite King Minerals. So if you go to one, if you go here, it's going to all go to Kyanite King Minerals. Now, again, what does that mean? I just opened up a Shopify, which should allow me to sync my products into Whatnot. Thank goodness. One, let's just run through these $8. These are Boulder Opal cabs. Run through them all. So basically, you should, in theory, you should be seeing some more of my product stuff coming up on the shop in here on Whatnot. I almost specifically did this move to Shopify to have better syncing between my website and platforms like Instagram or Whatnot and Whatnot. And it didn't run. So you should be seeing some more things now. It's now I have to be very on the pictures. So that's what we'll be looking at. Is doing a lot of pictures. I'm trying to get things to be per item as much as I can, but I do wholesale and I do lots, and you'll see that too. That's just the reality. I have other parts and pieces of this business. So there is wholesale and lots available. That is more general. You don't know exactly what you're going to be getting. You're going to get what's in the picture, but it's that style. It won't be the things in the picture. Some of the pictures I have are ancient, and the material is the same. I may have taken a picture of it with my hand in it 10 years ago or more, probably more. And I've been using that same picture, for the same material for 12 years or whatever. But I want to do a lot of updates. Cameras have changed so much. You can see so much better. Look at the light on this. I mean, it's so much better. This is Boulder Opal. Boulder Opal. This is ironstone with opal silicate running through it in nice patterns, creating a nice spider webbing pattern in the stone. And they're cabochons. They're all cabs. They're flat on one side. They're kind of shaped in a dome. They're fairly freeform. They're not like any kind of calibration, as you can see from like this piece here. Really cool. Neat patterns. Very well priced. Boulder Opal, silicate and ironstone. Now here I don't have the issue with the lack of being able to get the flicker because they're not flickers. There's no flash or fire in these opals. These are purely the ironstone and silicate patterns in the stone. They make for very cool metallic look because of the ironstone. See that nice sheen to it, that nice shine that it gets in the light. Very shiny, very pretty. And then they have these really cool patterns of opal in it, which is just awesome. I'm running all the cabs that I have at $8 a piece. Well, not all the cabs I have. All the cabs I have in front of me, which I think was 6. Well, now it's more than 10, so I don't know what happened there. Desiree Z. There you go. Welcome, welcome. Good evening. Opal in ironstone. Opal, silicate running through ironstone. Boulder opals, what they're called. Hello, hello, hello. And it is the evening. It is the evening. on, what day is it? Thursday? No, Friday. Is it a weekend for some people? 4th of July weekend. So nothing's going to be open tomorrow. There you have it. To deal with the bombs going off through the whole weekend here, probably. So when I had a dog, I've had a dog a couple times. When I had the dog the last time is when I started to really dislike the fireworks. I don't think I ran that last one, but it's okay. This one's a little bit more pink. It's very nice. Blue, pink. Pretty. Let's get those, Opal show, folks. Wow. So all things Opal. That's basically what it is. 3-day weekend. Does that mean today? Today? Or Monday? No work today. Fantastic. I felt that vibe out in the town. I was like, I don't think a lot of people are like forced to work today. I was kind of wondering if the post office they'd just like kick off early because I had to get my packages out there late, and I thought, what if they were closed? What if they actually that one day were they're like, you know what? We're gonna close a little early because it's 4th of July tomorrow. Banks are closed. Not today, right? I think. Are they closed today? That. Ironstone, it's molten. Imagine molten. It's just rivers of iron flowing when it was all hot, magma. And today they were closed, the banks? Well, see, I felt it. I was like, something is, they're doing something. Somebody's getting a break. It's not even a bank holiday. They took off. How about that? God. It's because everybody does it. Yeah. One of my exes, she worked at a bank. And I would, go hang out and visit her every now and again. She's like, it's terrible. Everybody just uses the ATM anymore. Wow, that's crazy. Boulder Opal, beautiful patterns. This one's got the bullseye. I think this is probably my favorite of the bunch. Bullseye. Molten iron with silicate running through it, and this is opal. It's just not the flickery kind. It is opal, it's just not the flickery kind. And that's why it's $8 too, by the way. It's opal, but not the flickery kind. Here's a nice one. Very yellow. There's your opals on the left. They're clear. From what I understand, the yellow is also opal. Ironstone on the back. The piece. It's not a doublet. Yeah, get busy there, Desiree. We want to see some of the work. Just an FYI, there's only 3 people on, so it doesn't terribly matter, but I'm going to be joining my websites together. Like joining the websites, so all sales oriented online will be funneled to my one website. I'll be forwarding I have to move the items and stuff, but I'll be forwarding the business basically over to my other website. One website. I'm trying to kind of streamline things, time's sake. Also, should be able to update items I'm on Shopify. I moved to Shopify. Is what's happened. I should be able to sync my items from my store into Whatnot Store, which would be really cool. It means that I can just pull items instead of having them sitting in a box of, flats and flats on the shelf over there waiting for them to sell online. Yeah, excited about it. I can pull them up and pull a flat, and I can pull it up I should be able to pull it up on the shop, run a sale on it, and be done with it. That's cool. You can also run it if somebody says, hey, I see item 482 or whatever, and be like, yeah. I know exactly where that is. That's my dream. Oh, I know exactly where that is. Because I have no. You asked me something. I don't even know where it is. Also, some stuff is on show only, but yet it's online. It's not supposed to be. It's also convoluted. So convoluted. And it's been this. I've had this issue since I've started doing the internet for business in '06. I've had this issue with my stock not synced. Show stock versus my online stock. Where is oh so I'm hoping that I can fix that. I'm always been hoping that I can streamline and fix stuff, and I'm hoping, paying for it, that I can fix the unsynced stock and have it put in other places where I don't normally have. Hopefully, hopefully. Yeah, I mean, who knows, right? It's like moving and shaking. That's really what the internet does to all of us. Makes us move and shake. And at least in the business world of being a business online, it's a constant change. There's a constant flux going on. We'll run some of these opalized ammonites. It's got it in the name. I don't. I don't. I don't get enough sales that I have to worry about it too much. But the problem is, I'm on Etsy, I'm on eBay, I'm on Whatnot. Whatnot's been screwing everything up. Whatnot is acting like my shows. My shows, I used to use QuickBooks, to be honest, and I had everything labeled and coded. I've got most of the codes in my head now because I'm doing it for so many years, but I don't use a tracker currently because I'm not getting enough sales to have to justify it. Shows, the only place I have to deal with it is at shows. Not too much because it's, right now it's like feast or famine at this point. My shows are since the pandemic, it's all got screwed up because of the lack of shows. Because I went and got a full-time gig, a job, a W-2 job, is what we call it. And so prior to that, yes. And since then, since I was 22, I think I was kind of like I was doing like 3 shows a year and no online, hardly any online sales. So yeah, just stock sitting up on my shelves. Yeah, if that makes any sense. Yeah, a muggle job, exactly. Exactly. Exactly what it was. Is. And I did that for 5 years, and it just basically just flushed any hope of me doing shows out of the. Now I'm trying to do the shows, and I've got a show this weekend coming up, the art on Vine. I have to like fight my way into shows basically where I live now. This is not. I don't want to run this one, but I'll run something. I'm trying to run something better with some kind of very good, at least some flash in there. These are ammonites. We've seen them before. I run them often. They're usually my icebreaker, and means that I've been on for 2 hours and had no sales. This will also be my icebreaker material because any moment could change the whole thing. Yeah, so what would happen is I have these shows in '06. I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put it online. I'm going to put you know, one facet of my business I'm going to put online. '06. I paid the web designer 2,500. Remember, this is a long time ago. If you wanted a website, I didn't know. I didn't know the internet from nothing. I had an email address in the '90s. I paid him 2,500 to make me a website, and he did, and it was big, and oh my gosh, and it was all beads. It was called stonebeads.org. Stonebeads.org, and I paid him so much money, and then it was like 2 months later, he's like, if you want to keep up going, it's like $500. I was like, holy cow, and I didn't realize I was getting nestled into this reliance on somebody to run the thing for me. I didn't realize was hopeful that they would sell, but it wasn't getting any sales, and he wanted $500. So I was like, okay, I think we're gonna part ways. And that was the end of stonebeads.org. It didn't last. Yeah. So it's gonna be $3,000 in like the build took a little while. $3,000 in a couple months. And I was like, I can't do it. It's because every bead has like different calibrations, and he had to apparently had to generate pages for each one. This is a long time ago, so he's had to like make a page per size, something like that. I don't know if he was just ripping me off, basically. But anyway, here we go. Another one, $3. It's an ammonite, 360 million-year-old fossil, opalized fossil on the shell. A little bit of flash, a little flicker. Yeah, that threw me. $500. Like, okay, so I'm going to basically get raked over the coals here and have no ability to do my own website. '06. Summer of '06, I decided I will do my own. And here we are. And here I am, still doing it. Making websites. So I just finished, not fully, I got to do the product, but I just finished the website itself on Shopify for the new deal, folks. I think I already have the handle here. Let's just run this. But I guess I should make sure though. Huh? But before I throw it out there, I think I do. Let me just check. I think I signed up on Whatnot under that name. Yeah, me too. Well, it seems that it syncs the stock. It puts the stock into Whatnot on my end as inactive. And then I can go in and clean it up. The key with anything, and with my website as well. Oh, you did? Get out of here! Desiree, what are you selling? What was it that you did again? Let me see. Yeah, why didn't I see your thing? Let me. Jeez. Graphic for the scrapbooking bundles. Ooh, interesting. Vintage, timeless, unforgettable. What are you selling? I don't understand. Is it like uh fonts, maybe? Yeah, it's fonts. Not sure. Everybody, the one other person on here, go check out Desiree's show, Paper for Scrapbooking. Okay. Wow, that's a lot. Is that a popular scrapbook? I guess you had a lot of stock, right? That's the key. The key is to have the material. It's just like making jewelry. You got to have a lot of rocks to, garner new ideas. Tons of stuff. Okay, I know nothing about it. I've seen it and all that, but I couldn't tell you anything about scrapbooking. It's just you gotta have a lot of newspaper clippings, I guess, or not. That's how close. Is it newspaper clippings? Exactly how well I know what I'm talking about there. A lot of graphics, right? And you make pages with it. I'm not really sure. My parents were, bookmakers, so they did a lot with putting, having scrap images, and then you'd tape it to the page and get that photocopied. Yeah, decorations, borders, glyphs, fancy letters for the top of a chapter. Here's a bomber for $3. Whoever's out there actually watching this, this one's a nice bounty for $3 right here. Holy cow! Photo albums. Okay. Yeah, this one's awesome. Lots of all fire. All fire. Um, enough about it. Yeah. I don't know why. I guess, oh, because you put your photos in there. Is that right? I have a lot of those actually from my grandfather and maybe his mother and father. He collected his parents' stuff. We had a lot of stuff from the 1800s, the early 1900s from my grandfather, and some of them are scrapbooks, or well, is that what they are? It seems that that's how people did it back in the day. Was they would have these books with kind of like black cardboard, and then they would put their pictures in there, black and white. Yeah, very fancy. Yep. Okay, yeah, that's cool. It's really cool. Yeah, and you sold a whole bunch of it. This isn't like a revolving stock. This is like helping her get rid of stuff that's in the house, kind of thing, right? Move it out. Let's do some of these opal doublets. This is Brazilian opal. People assume this is boulder opal from Australia. I showed these, Desiree. Oh gosh, on a different show. I'm just tired to do this. It's 11:30. This is going to be a 100% dud of a show. It's really unfortunate. I just, when I don't have consistency, I don't have success. And I have not been able to keep a consistent schedule for the life of me. I haven't had success as you go. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. No tails. No. See, I did this the other day. I had two, I think. So there it is. That's how it works. I can't, if I knew when to strike, I would be a millionaire. You know? Okay, let's see if this will focus. This is the issue with these, is catching the fire, keeping the focus. Yeah, a lot of people do, and I live by it. I don't do well without it. I can't plan. Like this is my livelihood, and my life has been for years. It's what's kept me sane, basically. Because I started out in that world of no calendar, no clue what day it was, no time reference, and this business saved me from that. And I say saved me only because I wasn't very, mentally stable without the schedule. And the schedule, the calendar, the map, all helped me generate stability in my life, even though I traveled all over the country. That's how I gained stability, was knowing, like, where am I going next? Having something that I could look at and say, there it is. And it's the same as the year before it. I'm going back to Montana. Oh, boy. Yeah, people do. Some people are very resistant to it. And, God, if I could get this to focus, it's terrible. The focus thing is really a problem with this little stuff. There's a little cab. I don't think anybody can even see it. I don't think anybody's even on, so it doesn't matter. 30 seconds. Oh, man. Little cab doublet. So you'll see the bottom, the underside, if you can see it, if it'll let you focus there. Yep, just me and you. That's right. It's a consistent thing, isn't it? The bottom, it's focusing on like the tag behind it. There we go. The bottom is ironstone, like the, yeah, you can, okay. It's just like the other cabs. It's the same material. It's brown ironstone, and then there's a thin layer of opal that's glued on. It's called a doublet. They also have triplets. The triplet is a same thing as this, but then there's a clear, I think they use quartz or something like that, right? Clear quartz on top. And then it's all buffed out. Some of these are better than others. But so it's like all molten hot, and And then it cools in, I think, different temperature, like different speeds. And it's molten, so just like rivers of silica flowing through bands of ironstone. As it cools, you get they harden. Some of the copal sometimes crackles. It's not nearly as stable as the ironstone. Not that the ironstone is very strong either. It's all, you know, cooled from heat. And then what am I doing here? Am I running this? Okay, let's do $3. Did I run that last one? I did, guys. So it's not growing per se. It's flowing with it. It's there. It's in it. And 30 seconds. This is 30 seconds. This is long. I would have known. That doesn't matter. What do you know if I do it? 'Cause it's 30 seconds. We got to change the 30-second thing. 10 seconds. If you're out there, and you're interested. All right. So yeah, it's just and then what happens is it also replaces. So if you get a lot of intrusion of the silica into a space, a cavity, like an ironstone pocket, or like a rattlesnake, or something like that, that is becomes intruded upon by the silica, then the opal can replace it. Will replace the organism. Pine cones, you'll see, if you're really lucky, pine cones with the opalized pine cones. A lot of like, oh, there's fossil, right? They were replaced with opal. Oh, does not like this one at all. There we go. Replaced with the opal. This one has is that a blue line of? It's hard for me to see too. So yeah, so nice. I think it's the lighting that just is unforgiving for me and opal. I have tried to do this show before, and opal. The reason I don't take pictures, I have a lot of these online for sale, and I've sold them on Etsy, but uh, in the lots, like 4 pieces or something like that. You have to kind of already know the material to know, like, I like that, I want that. If you're just seeing it for the first time, look at that, man, it's awesome. I just don't think that you can see it. Can you see the fire there? Look at that fire. It's a beautiful piece. It's a beautiful piece, maybe with different lighting. See it? Black light, I can, but I don't know if it does anything. Not on my, see how it does on my camera? Well, actually, it showed you that. It showed a little bit of that. This one shows you where the difference in fire is. That's cool. Huh. Do they all do that? So they all do that? They all do, yeah. The color takes on a different, let's see the red one. This is the Andamuka. Very, so bright. But blue light like wipes me out. Look at this one though. You don't need a light for this one. And yes, obviously it's better in the light. Now Andamuka, this is a little different price. There's a little sticker shock here on this one. Running everything for $3. But it's very nice piece, full of red fire. Whole thing. Really nice. Big piece of opal. All for discount. Yeah, that's nice. It's a nice piece. And then we have the limb. This is a nice one too, all throughout. These show up really well. I'm not sure why. Just bigger, brighter flash, maybe. I don't know why. Maybe because it's dark stone, and the other ones are blue, and they're just too bright. Very common issue I have is bright stones don't. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that fire. Yeah, more contrast. This thing. You get green. This thing is just so pretty. So yeah, you often get, because of that nature of the silicate, you'll get a lot of replacement fossils. that will be replaced. Here's some of the Boulder Opal, excuse me, Ethiopian Opal. This one reminds me a lot of opalite. A lot of like opalite. That's the fake stuff, the glass. I ran, let's see, we're gonna do these at 3. Okay. Yeah, did you do this stuff? Oh yeah, you did. 3, I gave you a popped another piece. You gotta cut it and see what happens. That's right. Yeah. That wasn't that long ago. Was I doing opal that day? Or I brought it out in prep for this day today. A complete bomb. I had 5 people on at one point, but I went to pull these cabs out, these little ones, and then everybody was gone when I came back. Oh my gosh. So funny. It's like I don't know. Oh yeah, I was at the gem show. That's right. It's nice. Yeah. I need to do more of those. Yeah, you can't stop. You can't leave. You can't go to the bathroom. If you do, you got to have some like tag team. You got to have somebody else come in, and they got to have good energy, solid, and very ha energetic, push, ready to go, and keep everybody going. And I right off the bat don't have that, so I think that's why my show suffers from that. But I'm super even keeled. It's a super problem. I do not have the highs and lows that you need to have for a true marketer busking out here. But I love what I do. I love what I do. So I'm okay with it. I take what I can, leave the rest. Something like that. There's a nice one. Fire. I don't know. These didn't show up too well. They're not wet, so they're only going to show you so much. They are very nice. The opal, the Ethiopian opal. If you can find the flash when you're cutting them, you got to be very careful. It's a thin layer. Welcome everybody. Thank you for being here on today's Opal show. I am actually doing Opal. I took like a hiatus during the show because nobody was on until Sasquatch showed up and he left. Unless he's back. Big old piece, big honker of a piece. Obviously needs to be cut to see where the flash may be. You're gonna go to bed? Okay, it's 11:42 here. I probably should go to bed too. I can get up in 4 hours and do this. Not do this, but get prepped. I still did a lot of website stuff. Good Lord. Desiree, thank you for hanging out. And we will see you next time. I don't know when that will be. Next week, I think. If everything works out. Thank you for being here, hanging out, just chatting. Sleep deep. I should leave too. All right. Let's see. There's a fiery cab. This is the Boulder Opal. This is Brazilian. Good night. Sleep tight. Look at that fire on there. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Nice fire cab on the Opal. This is Brazilian Boulder Opal. Brazilian Boulder Opal. They won't tell you that it's from Brazil. They want you to believe it's from Australia because Australian Opal fetches top dollar in the mind of people. It's a secret. It's a secret they will tell you if you ask, but this is from Brazil. This is from Brazil. Some with better fire than others. Really hard for me to catch the light. Just such a way to show it off. A lot of them are light, and then some of them are just nice deep blue. This is it's like a dusky blue with a nice green line of lightning through there. Beautiful piece. $3. Sorry. Yeah. There's $8 wholesale. Wholesale, folks. So that means they're about $16 retail, somewhere in the neighborhood of. Running it again. Here we go. Cabochon, Opal. Got some green flash at the top. If I could show it off, I would. Kind of see that red roll with that right there. Very nice. Very pretty. Very pretty. Another deep blue. Let's see if I can catch the fire before I even show it. It's like a blue on blue. Blue flash on blue. $3. Boulder Opal doublets. Doublets. That's right. Boulder Opal doublet. It's a little cab of opal. Nice sliver in here. These make great additions in pendants and rings. Usually where you'll see these things are added additional pieces. Sidecar type of stones. Nice little flashy opal on the side. Opal doublet. Opal on top of ironstone. Okay, run through this pile a little bit here. $3 a pop. And you'll have to forgive me about the fire, the flicker showing up, or the lack thereof. It's just difficulty of this lighting and this material. It's a nice deep blue one again. Boulder Opal. Nothing, folks. My gosh. Can't even sell opal. What in the world? All right. We tried. We're going to call it. It's gotten too late for me anyway. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me at the Opal Show. We didn't get the numbers of people that we thought we were, but that's okay. It's okay. We'll leave more for another time. Where is the... Before I go anywhere, was there any other opal that I was going to run? Shoot. And Damuka, beautiful. I guess we're going to say goodbye to our friends on YouTube. Until next time, my YouTube friends. This is our Opal show. Little weeks off here at the showing. Not a lot of people on. That's okay. There will always be another one. Next week we'll do another show. I believe Amber next week. If we're lucky. But keep an eye out. I will put it up there. If we can get it in there, we'll get it happening. Keep your eyes peeled. Make sure you follow the show. Follow the channel. We are doing KyaniteKing.com. KyaniteKing.com. That is where you can find the products that I'm running. The items one of a kind, and as well as wholesale lots, etc. So KyaniteKing.com. That's KyaniteKing.com. Find me on